Hi guys, welcome back to another quick form video. So today we're actually talking on a serious subject, which is something I kind of thought about, but not really, just because, I don't know, it's kind of weird subject, but let's get into it since I saw this on Boost Mobile News, and I like reporting news related especially to either prepaid or Boost Mobile, as you know what my channel revolves around. So let's go ahead and see. I actually am screen capturing the screen so you guys can read along with me and kind of get some pointers and see what I'm talking about. This comes from a website called Reuters. I think that's how you say that. I don't know. I've really never seen this, article or the news website or magazine, whatever it could be. It's not like it's The Verge or Android Authority or even the New York Times. So who knows? But it is business news. It was May 2nd, so about 4 days ago, it says. And let's go ahead and read the title, which is funny that I have a Boost Mobile advertisement on the top. So it says, poorest U.S. consumers seen hit hard by T-Mobile/Sprint merge. So that right there just tells you guys that they're talking about the poor, U.S. customers. Because as you guys know, there are 4 different carriers, at least as of right now. There could be 3 later on. So there's Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Sprint. Those are the 4 major carriers here in the United States. And then of course there's like MVOs and all that stuff that are just like, Cricket, Boost, Metro PCS, but they all use one of those carriers. And of course there's a 5th carrier, which is US Cellular. It's the smaller of all of them, but let alone there is that carrier. So it says the poorest US consumer would lose most from the proposed tie-up of wireless carrier T-Mobile US Incorporated and Sprint Corp. According to consumer advocates who warned the combined company would raise fees for prepaid and other low-cost mobile phone plans. So they're warning that basically the merger could cause prepaid plans to go up, guys. As you guys both know, there is Sprint prepaid and then T-Mobile prepaid and all that stuff, but the main ones are Boost and Metro. And there are some important information that we have to take a look, guys. So I know this isn't my regular kind of videos, but I do want to get this information out. And, there are some valid points to this article. So it says T-Mobile and Sprint announced a $26 billion all-stock deal on Sunday. So it was no money. Of course, it was all stock. Saying they believe they could win over skeptical regulators because the merger would create thousands of jobs and help the United States beat China in creating 5G, the next generation mobile network. So, yeah, guys, sorry, it's a little early, so sorry for the little reading, but basically they're saying that if you guys saw the, T-Mobile and Sprint merger video with John Legere and Marcelo, I think his name is. Marcelo. They're saying that, this would create thousands of jobs and we want to beat China to 5G, You guys know China's crazy. But consumer groups complained the deal would lead to higher prices, hitting low-income people the hardest and leaving them fewer alternatives to communication, which is true because everybody knows T-Mobile and Sprint are always fighting for that 3rd spot. Of course, they're not going to be Verizon or AT&T, at least separate, not alone. Let's see. So Amparo, known this well, the 62-year-old hairdresser has already lost her $50 per month Boost Mobile service due to a missed payment and fears higher prices will force her to find a new provider. Which I don't know why missing one payment would cause you to lose your $50 per month plan, because Boost Mobile offers it. It's one of the plans. So I don't know. That's kind of misleading information right there, unless you had a really old grandfather plan. But still, you would not lose a plan for missing one payment. Of course, you guys know Boost Mobile is huge in New York and Florida. So it says the New York City resident speaking outside a Boost Mobile store in Manhattan, holding a fistful of cash, needs her phone to keep in touch with family. This is why a phone is so important. The Federal Communications Commission and Justice Department will likely review her proposed deal to determine if it would harm competition or if it would be of public interest. So we're getting to the good and greedy stuff right here. Watch this, or listen to this if you are. While AT&T and Verizon dominate the U.S. wireless market overall, T-Mobile is the most popular among customers who make less than $75,000 per year, which is a lot, guys. Honestly, there's a lot of people that make less than $75,000 per year. At least I know a lot of people. And Sprint's prepaid brand Boost counts 83% of its users in that income range. So it's saying that Boost counts for 83% of its users. So Boost has a big chunk of that low income. I wouldn't even say that's low income. I'd say medium income families, which is pretty interesting. T-Mobile has 38% of the U.S. prepaid market, while Sprint has 16%, which would give the combined company 54%. Wow. Guys, so if T-Mobile and Sprint would go ahead and merge, that'd be about 54% according to S&P of that percentage of the 75 per year household making. It's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo stuff, but enough of that. You know, you guys can read the whole article. Wholesale woes. So it says T-Mobile and Sprint sell their airwaves to smaller. So this is what I'm talking about, other carriers now. Let's talk about that. So T-Mobile and Sprint sell their airwaves to smaller wireless carriers that also serve low income and budget conscious customers, and a merge could hurt those carriers' ability to negotiate for lower prices, which is true. So chief executive of Freedom Pop, everybody knows about Freedom Pop, which offers a free phone plan and uses Sprint's network. So Freedom Pop has more than 2 million customers, and about 20% make less than $40,000 per year. So like I said, I'm just kind of skimming through it, but that's the gist of that. Basically what all this is saying is, guys, you know, prepaid is a big industry, a big part of the cell phone industry, especially. Yes, there are postpaid, but a lot of people don't want to get tied into a 2-year contract, or they just don't want to buy the fanciest and newest phone. They just want a phone to communicate. You know, maybe just browse the internet, watch a couple YouTube videos, and make a couple calls. And that's all most people need. Now, there are the people that need, you know, the newest and greatest. But of course, like I said, T-Mobile and Sprint, everybody knows they're targeted more for the teens, you know, especially if you're just starting to get your first cell phone. You know, unless your family's rich or just has a really good family plan, most people will put you on prepaid. At least that's what I did. My mom put me on Boost Mobile, and that's why my channel revolves on this. Boost Mobile had the best plan, no contracts. I could still talk, text, and get on the internet, all that stuff, you know. And also, this really determines your area, guys. People say, oh, T-Mobile sucks, oh, Sprint sucks. But in big cities like where I'm at, it's amazing. It beats basically Verizon and AT&T. Especially with congestion, and we'll talk more about that later on. But what do you think about this article, guys? I don't want to make this too long. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Will this hurt, you know, the competition? And you got to see that, because if T-Mobile and Sprint really do merge, there will be less competition. There will be only 3 compared to 4. So let me know in the comments below, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Dragonic Warfare signing off. Hopefully this is a little bit of eye-opening. I know I don't make many videos like this, but I thought it was super important and a little information to give you guys on this Monday morning. So thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Check out the description below. You can support me on Patreon and all that stuff. Yeah.
I went from sleeping on the couch when I started grinding every day. I couldn't wait till I got my own apartment. Now I'm chilling.